Are you building a Tower of Babel? Genesis 11 tells a story of how a group of people went down into went down into Babylonia and decided that they were going to build a city and a tower that reached up to the sky. And now the thing that was interesting about this is not that they were just going to build it. They were build it so that they could be seen as famous and that they could never be scattered around the world. They could always remain close together. Now, when you think about this, their goal went against what God had said to them because God told Noah at the end of the flood, be fruitful, multiply, and go scatter yourself around the world. And as I reflected on it, the Lord said to me, Shaniel, there are many people who are still building towers of Babel to this day. Now, before I get to that, know that story doesn't end in the best of ways because God saw that tower be built. He was like, yo, if they continue and actually accomplish, they still believe that they can do anything, right? And he basically came down and scattered, made everybody speak different languages so that everybody who spoke the same language scattered around the world, right? Now, why is the Tower of Babel so interesting for me right now? It's because the Lord said to me, Shaniel, people are still building towers of Babel today. They are still building things that are meant to make them famous and things that actually prevent them from being scattered around the world into places that I want to send them. And I asked him, what does he mean by that? He said to me, there are people, the Tower of Babel represents things that people do to actually feel like they have made it, one. And two, they do it to meet the expectations of what the world expects of them in terms of what worldly success look like, and to meet the approval of the people around them, the people that they love, etc., etc. And some of these towers of Babel becomes a marriage by a certain age, because people look down on you if you're not married by a certain age. It means getting a spouse that you really don't like, you don't love, you don't feel called to. Because again, you have to tick that box and be successful by the worldly standard. It means getting a house, it means getting a great job, a good paying job, that in a city or a place or in a company that God did not ordain you to be in. It means so many different things. It means chasing down money. It means getting a business, racking up all of these achievements and accomplishments, all of these certifications, all of these degrees, etc. Now I'm talking about myself. To feel successful by the world standard, right? And so even today, as we talk about the Pink Flamingo being somebody who honors God, honors their needs, and honors others, I have to stop and ask you, what is a Tower of Babel that you have built in your life to be successful by the world standard, one, and not only that, to get the approval of people around you and feel like you have made it, right? We have to stop and we think about these things, because these are the very foundations that we have built our lives on that actually stop us from going to the places that God would want us to go. And sometimes those places doesn't mean we're going around the world, but it means connecting with people that we're meant to connect with. It means going into a job that God would have wanted us to go to because there is somebody there that's connected to us. It means going into all of these spaces that we'd have never thought possible, because we cannot go there if we are so focused on building and maintaining a tower in a place that we're never supposed to build it. And so my Pink Flamingo friend, today I encourage you to ask the Lord to show you what are your towers of Babel. And not only to show you what your towers of Babel, the towers you're building, but to ask the Lord to give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding around how to address them, how to rectify those. Because towers of Babel, though they may make you famous, and though they may keep you from being scattered around the world, also keep you from being used by God and allowing your life to glorify God.